Hello everyone and welcome to the second round of our F1 2014 career mode.
Tyres are your best bet in the current conditions.
GF is talking and let's get to track. It's raining and this can end well. Start qualifying here around Malaysia. Extremely fast track. Williams already up front. Let's see if I can not get up the front of the field again. I come up to the line and qualifying, not being very confident here. It's going to be 13th. Wow, that's not good at all. But I think the circumstances in the wreck, it's not too bad. But no, JB's angry. Look, he's furious.
What a session it's been for Mercedes today. They've locked the front row of the grid for tomorrow's race.
They've really worked hard this weekend, and it seems they've been able to set up the cars perfectly today. Whether this will translate into race pace tomorrow, well, we'll just have to wait and see.
So Hamilton gets pole then here in Malaysia ahead of Rosberg. So both Mercedes ahead of both Red Bulls, ahead of Bottas, Alonso and Massa, Raikkonen. Nico Hulkenberg in 9th, found Sergio Perez in 10th. The teammates 11th, that qualifies us by a few tenths. And we've got Jevin and Petrine ahead of Kvyat. Down the back we've got Marcus Ericsson and the Snail of Tilton. So, yep, let's get down to the race and see how this goes.
The Sepang International Circuit, where the cars are already on the grid as we gear up to start the main event. We knew this was a track that suited the Mercedes well, but no one would have expected that Lewis Hamilton would have created such a gap to his rivals in qualifying. If he stays out of trouble and the car continues to perform, well, victory should surely be a formality.
He'll want to stay out of trouble over the first few laps, but he'll be determined not to let any cars past him. If he can maintain that position once everything's settled down, he'll have a massive advantage and be able to control the race.
It was a good win last time out for Lewis Hamilton, who will still be feeling buoyant going into today's race. He knows he's got the beating of the rest of the field as long as he doesn't hit any reliability issues with his Mercedes.
Well, Lewis can beat anyone on his day. His pace has been second to none at times. He just has a knack of finding those extra tenths which others can't. I'm expecting him to be particularly strong at the end of the stints today.
So, second round in. We'll be starting on the Upson tyres, I think. So we start on the primes. I'm going to go start on these prime tyres. Well, the first round was interesting. What can the second do? We come to the 5 red lights. And we'll be off right about now. We are. Lights out and away we go. Let's see if I can overtake anyone off this line here on the prime tyres, of course. See if we can get anywhere here. Up behind John out Burns. My teammates made a pretty good start there. I got the inside of that, up the inside of Kimi as well. It's a good start there. He's still running down the inside. I'm going to get boxed in there by Hulkenberg. See if we can't get past him any second now. Oi, big lock up there. Coming up the inside. Made a mistake. We have to battle the Iceman. Squeeze him out there. We can't get through there. We'll go over the grass a little bit there. Get the tail out. Kimi Räikkönen up the inside. Gets a good move there, Räikkönen, who blocks the door as well. So Kimi up the inside, gets up to 9th place, that is. Let's see if I can come back in the slipstream. DRS enables this lap as well. Let's go. See up the inside here. Tap wheels. Oh no, my teammate! My teammate! Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm doing a Perez, hang on. Back on the track. Oh, Kimi Raikkonen back up the slipstream there. Let's see, which way is he going to go? All the way he's going. Try and squeeze him to the outside, but he's got past me here. And I'll try up the inside here into last corner. Hold it there, I think I have DRS as well. I will. That'll be good to me then. Let's see if Kimi can come back in the slipstream. He looks too far back, so it looks like we've got a position at the current time. Inside, Sergio on the outside, I'll get Sergio that. See if I can get up the inside of Kimi. Can, he's still there. He's got his nose in. Kimi's got past me here. Kimi's got much better traction here. He's going to have to run down here. He's going defensive. And around the outside. Good to see the AI battling here. Ooh. Almost make contact there. Kimi's still trying to hold around the outside, but now we'll have the inside here. Sorely got him, but no, he's still there. But now we're on the outside. I still have him now. Yes, I do. Brilliant little battle there. I'm trying a lap corner as well. That's a Kimi Raikkonen absolutely going for it now. Try up the inside. I'll make my one defensive move to try and squeeze into the apex. We'll get past, but see, be careful if I just slow down here. I'll have the DRS and see if I can come back at him. I think. I think we got a really good exit though, so let's see. DRS. That's lifting. What's up for Sergio Perez is in the mirrors as well. You see up the inside of Kimi Raikkonen here. I'll lock up into turn one. Oh, there. Oh, slidey. Make contact. And we'll get the position then. See though, if I can get anywhere down here. I'm pretty good in this sector here. See if I can't make any move on Kimi Raikkonen here coming down to this corner. Maybe up the inside here. I'll have a little think of it, but not going to make it there. The inside into this corner? No, I'm just going to hold myself up though, and I go wide for the dirty air as well. If I want to get anyone, I need to get past Kimi right now. It's the opportunity I look for. He leaves the door open, I'll dive for it. Leaving the room there, I know he's on the outside, I can see the arrows, he's got his front up the inside there. As I slide out wide on the marbles, and he'll keep the position. So a little nice scrap here between me and Kimi. So there's men on the grid, still going at it, hammer and toe, or hammer and tongue should I say. So Kimi's got away now, I have to look behind for Sergio Perez, and also remember that I've got the DRS, he's pulled away massively. Contract's coming in the pit lane, no he's not, so Kimi Raikkonen stays out. The car's in the pit lane of course because of the different strategies everyone's on, but here goes Sergio Perez now in the slipstream. He'll get straight past me here. DRS, let's see, can I do anything up the inside here? But you got Hamilton there, I'm like completely up there. Trying to battle with Sergio Perez there. And there is Hamilton there. So you've got a good exit here though. Can do, but just the prime tyres not as good as those option tyres here, but they'll start coming back into my thing. So up the inside I go. And I'll get back up to 6th place here. And these guys will all be making their pit stop pretty shortly.
You've moved up into
I'm
P6.
coming in next lap. There was a one wide there as well.
We expect the tyres are getting a bit worn at this point. You may notice a gradual loss in grip. They should still have a bit left though.
Into the pit lane we come then. Let's see, we'll be pitting on the option tyres to the end then. So we'll have a 6-lap stint, if I'm correct. Let's see what can McLaren do. It's an okay stop. Let's see, where was Hulkenberg, who were battling, mate? Hulkenberg and Kimi. Where are they? We made the overcut, there they are then.
Stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving.
Be right there, there's Kimi Räikkönen. So I've done the overcut on Räikkönen. That's extremely good, and I have extremely good tyres. And look at this grip I've got here around the outside. Can I go? Hulkenberg's going to try and push me out. Well, I'll get cut back there. Straight up the inside of Nico Hulkenberg, then into the next corner. I'll brake late, ugly inside. Straight up to 8th place. Next. Should come on to the last lap then. 7th place. Alonso after his retirement. 20 cars running. So I'm curious to see if we tangled with another car. I'll have to have a look afterwards. Räikkönen sitting there in 8th, so my long-time battler still there. Still trying.
We need to keep up the pace. The gap to the car behind is 4 seconds.
Lewis Hamilton's run this race then, so he's made it 2 out of 2. Meanwhile, us, we're coming through the final few corners now. I'm travelling quite slowly. Feels like fuel's okay, so probably the tyre wear struggling. There's Räikkönen starting to catch here. But I think overall this has been quite a good race, I'd say. If you come around the final corner, up to the line, there's a checkered flag, and we'll have 7th place. Not bad. Meted our target there, so that's very good.
Congratulations to Lewis Hamilton on a wonderful drive today. It was a truly world-class performance, underlining his credentials as one of the best British drivers of all time.
Ultimately, it's all about whoever reaches the checker flag first, and today was his day.
Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.
So the cars that were out were Grosjean and Alonso. The Hamilton did win the race ahead of Nico Rosberg, should I say. Bottas was 3rd, Ricciardo 4th, Vettel 5th, Massa was 6th, I'm 7th, Räikkönen was 8th, Hulkenberg 9th, and Sergio Perez rounded out the points. My teammate 13th started spinning off of me, and down the back Grosjean and Alonso. Let's press the race director seat and go to incidents. So I've got a track limit there on, what was that, lap 3. Magnussen got a warning for colliding with me, and Hulkenberg crashed into Suttler, so I'm not sure what happened there. As we go on to the championship standings, Hamilton will lead by 17 points over Rosberg. I'm not very comfortable in third. We've got a big battle going on. Ricciardo, Massa, Bottas, Vettel there as well. And kind of a big gap down to Kevin Magnussen there. Raikkonen in 9th and Kvyat rounding out the top 10 of that. Down the bottom of the things there. Last scoring points was John-Eric Verne, and then we've got all the battles down there. The constructors, Mercedes are leading the way comfortably there. Quite a big battle going on for second though, between Williams and Red Bull. We're sitting there in third, very far ahead of Ferrari with only 4 points to their name. And then they're in the kind of a battle with 6th and 7th there. Pretty shocking to see. But until next time, we'll see you then. Have fun.